Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello, everyone. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of suffering right now. If you want to know why, my fan is on and my bedroom is 90.5 degrees Fahrenheit and the humidity is 52%. I mean, the fan is helping, but I'm kind of, suffering just the tiniest bit. Hello, hello. I wanted to get cooler already. It's already 7 p.m. Come on, daytime. Or come on, nighttime. Get cooler, please. I kind of feel like I'm boiling alive. Just the slightest bit. But I got this. Worst case scenario, after I'm done streaming, I'm just gonna go outside and just lie on the floor. Try to get a nice breeze going on me. And ooh, okay, there's 2 entrances, there's stairs, and 1 exit. Phew. Getting ice is tempting too, but the ice outside is currently used for my quote-unquote, what my dad said, Bambi's relatives. His friend gave him some deer meat, and he's bleeding it right now. In the cooler with all the ice. And I'm just, I want some ice. Just to throw my drinks in, but nope. The cooler is for Bambi's relatives. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. I wouldn't mind getting the land of ice cream too. Poof. Yeah, ice cream sounds wonderful right now. I should go buy some. If my family's suffering too, maybe they'll be willing to go to McDonald's and fingers crossed the ice cream machine is working. True, would they notice a few cubes missing, but they'd be red cubes since the meat is directly touching the ice. But maybe extra flavor? I don't know, that's kind of cursed. My head, my poor head. What makes this clamor now? It was a folk song of bamboo, clapping away. Ooh, a bamboo folk song? That sounds nice. I've seen bamboo wind chimes before. He shelves his game, knows not of age's change. From dreams I wake, ask only of the years. What years? What years? Erg. Why is my wine gone? What cruelty is this? Shang Zong feels at the herbal plaster on his neck, as is his habit. 10 years taking up his pole every day, climbing up and down the mountain, was his habit too. I want to summon Mr. Shang. He's just super OP. Plus, I'd want to see him do backflips. Chujiang Peak is incontestably tall and perilous. So tall, it lacks any human habitation. So perilous, not a sound can be heard. He's lost count of how many springtimes he's now passed in Changshu. He raises his head to look afar, and at the end of a pass with no human's former trace, he sees but one person. A person who has been waiting for him for a very long time. In the end, we meet again. We only just met. You didn't have your blade then, so we didn't meet. Ooh, hello, hello. Well, I've brought it now. I'll be clear. I know the fault isn't yours. I also know that rainy night, it wasn't just my son who died. Of course you know. You took in his daughter. How is she now? I plan for her to continue my work. Oh, Miss Dew's not a biological daughter. I was wondering what the mama looked like. So I'm like, Mr. Zhang does not look like a like Miss Do.
Your work as an escort? Or do you want her comfortable as an innkeeper, like you've been these past years? Either or, whatever she likes. Has she found a sweetheart? Not yet. A shame.
Um, well, Shang, didn't you think that, Mr. Lee and Miss Du were a couple?
You won't live to see the day she becomes a bride. Maybe we don't need to jump to the killing today? Impossible. I know how you are. Your heart is heavy, but mine holds a grudge. A grudge of 10 years. So you never plan to win against me today. The restaurants, tea houses, inns, aren't they all ways out to leave to your daughter? You know the escort is a profession of wrongs. You also know the stage the escorts will be in with you gone. Don't forget, you've gone outside the rules. With a blade strapped to you, people will sympathize with you, but by reason, you'll still be a traitor.
Ooh, hello, hello. And yeah, true, maybe Mr. Shang is just into shipping people.
If you bore the guilt and led the escorts onward after that night, how could I be betraying it? My son walked that path. How could I not know? By your actions, opening inns and restaurants, aren't you trampling upon their deaths? It was you. You fell at a stroke and ran from your past. I did. I know that. But we've said a little more than enough now. I am head of the Xingyu Escort Association. Ask her to the Frost. Zheng Qingyue. Pole arm of the Shangs. Shang Zong.
In early spring, twilight approaches. The trees' shadows sway. The fallen snow like silver. A gust of wind blows, and a blade falls.
You've rested far too long, Zheng Qingyue. It might not be my rest. Maybe you've climbed too many mountains. Improved your footwork again.
Well, Mr. Zhang is, hiking the mountains every single day, doing things, physical labor. Innkeeper Zhang, I don't know what you do in the inn. I mean, he cooks, right? And cooking is exercise. It works out your arms. And cleaning works out your entire core. So actually, no, they're kind of evenly matched in that sense, exercise-wise, in a way.
It's hard to know. But heroes like you are doomed to spend your older years unable to walk. It's such a shame. So your blade flowed quick. The snow's gleam hit my eyes. You cut open my trouser leg. And you think now I can't walk? You won't be able to block the next slash. That pole isn't any family treasure, you know. It's nothing but a stick of lousy bamboo.
Mr. Innkeeper, it's not just like any bamboo pole. It's a special one. It's Mr. Shang's one. Dad.
Yeah? What are you? So you were Du Yaoye after all. In the blink of an eye, you've grown so tall. Oh. You two are quite free. If it's getting dark and you still have the time to be practicing kung fu here. It's you. What are you doing here? I'll tell you straight, Master Shang. My friend tasked me to find that goblet on your belt. I'm looking for a pavilion, and I just can't do without that cup. I worry, see, since swords don't discriminate. If you glanced off of it in your scuffle, it'd hardly be worth it when the dust settles.
Dad, what are you even doing?
Yeah, 10 years ago, the Xingyu Escort Association took on a great commission, but heavy rains came on the way, and they were attacked by bandits in the wild. To protect the goods, Zhang Qingyue abandoned his fellow escorts. A dozen brothers were killed. Among them was my son and your blood father. Zhang Qingyue let them die without trying. Not only did he let them die, he didn't protect the goods in the end. He didn't protect the escort's reputation. And after all that, he even turned a blind eye to their decline and fled from his failure. Did you know that? After that, your mother left Shangshu and went back to her home. Du Yaoye, can you swear you knew any of this? Yeah. This has nothing to do with you. Your dad's going to.
Then you're Master Shang. No. The traitor, Shang Zong. Who the hell do you think I am? You think I spent all my life sheltered, like some clueless idiot? Yeah, I knew all about my mom and dad. I know better than you what old Zhang's done all these years and how he's done it. And that's precisely why I need to tell you two today. Association, this and in that. They'll all be dues sooner or later. I like how Miss Du's just asserting her dominance here. She's like, I'm just taking all of your bases. GG. Now, if you two oldies can stop making trouble for me.
If you don't step aside, you'll regret it. If you've got something to say, say it. A coin sword? You're joking. Are you going to cast some kind of magic in front of me or something? Excuse me, now. I'm not handy in close combat at all. It's just... If you really want this thing, then take it. Catch!
Please don't drop it.
Hold it! Zhang Qingyue. No more distractions.
Don't touch my dad.
Erg, out of the way!
Erg.
Yeah. Shangzong, you've lost it. Using violence on the young.
A clang. And no worries, Miss Du's just built different, so it was just a scratch. Maybe. A sweep of the pole holds back the sharp gleam, but without obstruction, Zhang Qingyue's blade now sweeps elsewhere. And that goblet proves its sturdiness again. For how could earthenware anywhere take a strike from Zhang Qingyue's blade without a stroke of harm? But with that strike, that goblet, black as the night, is sent flying away. Ooh, hello, hello. And uh-oh, it was sent flying away. Oh no. I mean, the cup is built different.
The cup.
Just leave us. Go do your thing.
But you're...
This is family business.
Fine. Just hold on for a bit. I'll be right there. Yeah, don't let him go.
This stupid old man wants your life, and you're still obsessed with that lousy thing.
Du Yaoye is right. 10 years ago, you lost this goblet on a mountain ridge. Now, you've lost it again. How does it feel? Shangzong. If you want me aside, the answer's simple. Shh. This is far enough. Mr. Zhang. The goblet's been knocked down the cliff. That Lungman Knight's already after it. Move it, both of you. Thank you, sir. Taihei. Understood.
Che.
Miss Du, what's your business here?
I'm not letting you go.
Why not?
There's been Mr. Liang and that Li man, and both of you impossible-looking mandarins, and... After all my bystanding, I finally gotten things straight. Besides, I made an agreement with Li. We value our promises, and that's how it works.
Yeah, enough troublemaking. What a gaggle. There shouldn't have been this many people today, but no matter. Having you is enough to settle things. Shh! Miss Du, you should know how we handle affairs impartially.
I don't think you're all that impartial.
Please step aside.
No.
Then you'll have to excuse me.
Yo, it's Mr. Nothing now.
Now, don't be hasty. It won't do for a great lord like you to be meting out such force on a young girl, will it? The Yin Qing fan of the Lians has fine a kung fu as expected. Ingrate. Lord Zuo, are you alright? I'm fine. Ugh. Ow. It's truly fearsome you should throw such vast bricks with ease.
Wait, he was throwing bricks at Mr. Nothing?
You had your chance. No excuses. Crossbow bolts. Who was that?
Here I am. You're looking the wrong way.
Don't get in the way, rabbit. So Rhodes Island doesn't intend on assisting the Sui regulator?
We don't. Maybe your compass points the same way as ours, but Nian and us have gotten on for a long while. I know her character in and out.
A beast's heart is hardly fathomed. What can her character be worth?
Maybe not much else, for all I know. But at the very least, it's worth me.
And me. Dusk tore my confusion. Dusk tore my confusion with a stroke. And gave me what I'll describe as a blunt awakening. I might like to stand to the side of things, but the occasion's fine, and I know to pay a grace back. The Lian clan's Yin Qing fan. You gave me a good scare last time. Rooted me straight to the spot. Much thanks for the opportunity now. Yes, much thanks. If you want to fight over your cup, get lost before you do. This goblet has a huge significance to the association. If I could just leave it like that, I may as well be dead, you understand? You may as well be dead right now. Good. That's a look of Zheng Qingyue. Is it because your daughter's here, or because of your escort prestige? You always were someone who wanted to live on. Now our battle finally has meaning.
Shangzong, if your son in spirit knew what you were doing today, would he be happy?
Don't you throw that concept at me. Even if he was alive here and now, he wouldn't be able to hold back his father. Master Shen, why are you here? I sent those few people up to the top and came back down. I thought I'd run into you eventually, Mr. Liang.
I like how everyone's just heading to, that area. By coincidence? More or less.
So, you're making your way too? It's been a while since I came. I'm taking a look around the vicinity. How about Miss Ning? She's aware, or perhaps was long since aware.
Ooh, good afternoon to you.
The theft in the study was her own devising, likely. You'd better try and appease her, sir, please. Forget all the others. You can't ever let that old Bai Potter wade into the fight. Tianshi Bai. If he calls a strike of lightning down, he'll have blasted straight over the Sui Regulator and the Ministry of Rights. We don't know where the Tianshi stand on this.
Wow, is Liang Shun's uncle that epic? Man, what's with all the old men in this area? Are all the old men here like just badass warriors or something? I wonder. Ooh, hello, how's it going? I'm suffering from the heat, just the tiniest bit, even though it's nighttime here. I mean, it is like it's better than the daytime at a cool 90 degrees. Just the slightest bit of suffering.
I thank you for your concern, Master Shen. I'm only a boatman, for all my concern is. I regarded the North for a few years. I chatted with the other soldiers, taking home and the times and so on, throughout all the cold days with nothing to do. We all devoted our hearts to Yan, but a little foolishness here and there hardly needed to get away from us. Such is the prudence of the ordinary man. That's what I am. Aren't you too, Mr. Liang? The land is vast and wide, all things free. Under heaven's infinity, all are ordinary men. What do you hope for me to do? I hope you'll protect the peace and safety of Shangshu, Master Shen. If any setback should happen in the end, I hope you'll leap in to pacify the dispute before Miss Ning and the others 5-act.
Yo, he's implying that the boatman or Master Shen is super epic too. I mean, Mr. Shen is saying that he's just an ordinary, ferryman, but, the theme in this area is badass old men, so Mr. Shen's probably like a hidden boss.
There's the old saying, ultimately, human affairs all depend on heaven's mandate.
Oh, you're wondering about the humidity? Well, it's like 52 degrees humidity. I mean, 52, yeah, % humidity in my room. I feel like I borderline live in an oven. Just the slightest bit of an oven here. My lovely room is too hot.
A shame. This is the first adage I learned from Yan's court. Heaven's mandate lies in man.
Buy an AC someday. A dehumidifier is tempting, but then I'd have to dump it every so often. And I feel like it'd probably fill up within maybe an hour or two. Some days, I don't have too much hope. But it's enough hope. And ooh, let's see, how do I want to do this? I will just guard from here as one does. Yeah, I might as well. Might as well start guarding early, as one do. I'm just gonna put her in back just because. Let's see. Ooh, hello, hello. How was the steamed barracuda? Pretty good, actually. I had to microwave it, though, because it was put in the fridge. But it was understandable since... Like, when did I stop streaming? Around 11 p.m.? So, of course, dinner would be put away by then. Very, very understandable. But it was tasty. I liked it. There is one thing I do slightly fear, is that my laptop suffers more than me. And oh, what is that? That guy looks scary. Mr. Shang, is that you with your epic pole and flaming passion? Ooh, hello, hello. Man, the top guy scares me. I feel like the slightest tinge of fear with him. Oh wait, there's those cups. I hate those cups. Oh no, it's the cups. Oh no, I hate those cups. Wait, no. Oh shoot, I wasn't paying attention to the cups. Oh well. If I have to redo this, it's understandable. Oh yes, they're just slowly making their way around. I thought they would go through that other area. Oh no, there's still hope. You know, let me just bonk a cup. It's just floating around menacingly. Man, I do not like that cup. That's a bad cup. Though it is a pretty cup. And oh, I'm so sorry, monster. Oh no, my favorite energy drink. You went poof. Wait, why are you so strong? Wait, why is that one so strong? Oh no, it's just floating menacingly too. I hate how there's so many things just floating menacingly. Okay. Wait, no! Oh, he went poof. Oh no, I feel fear. Let me just bonk a dude. Okay, that wasn't too bad, and now he turned into, of course, floaty floaty, which I do not like. I don't want to make it fast, I feel fear. But at this point, it should be fine. There's only like 5 enemies left, right? Fear. Okay, who's next? It's eerily quiet. Okay. The last ones aren't as scary. Phew. And yeah, times 2 scares me unless I feel semi-confident. But that's when I get too cocky and a wolf or a slug gets past me. Where's it gone? Ow, ow. Oh. It's on that branch over there. And there's a great seething mass of oddities beneath it. Ow. Haha. How do I fetch this now then? A counter of black. All things have their needs. These weregeest's dispositions correspond with the desires of the wares. Ooh, hello, hello. Hello, students. So, the ones who roused me. Is it my young sister who hunches over scrolls, splashing ink into scapes? Or that young sister, in words of gold, who makes it so when she speaks? Or was it only him as he threw a piece down with a momentary clack? And yeah, have fun on the beach.
Out of the way.
Where? Why are these enemies so adorable? Long time no see.
You're a Rhodes Islander.
Aw, so it was just old Lee. Still, long time no see. What dragged you from Lungmen to Shangshu?
Hey, what do you mean he took his sword and left? He went to fight someone? Who knows? None of us new ones have ever seen him use it before. Yeah, come to think of it, he's been getting his business big. Got himself stable in Shangshu, just with his restaurants. What's his style with his sword? He really hasn't used it all much these days. To be honest, he just cuts melons, dices leaves, chops meat, and handles fins.
No wonder why he's so powerful. Yo, look at him. He used his blade and exercised so much, you know? Maybe he made those fancy, melon bowls. I've seen those things or those videos of people making those epic looking melon bowls. I'm assuming that the innkeeper does that too. Dicing leaves, making the most fanciest salads, chopping meat. That takes a lot of work. And handling fins, some fish, their fins are really, really tough. And their bones. So yeah, the innkeeper is getting the ultimate workout.
His fighting days are long behind. It's been a long time since he ever went to, well, harm anyone with a blade.
No, his fighting days are not long behind. He fights to be the ultimate chef. Mr. Inassistant, you just don't understand. Hello?
He's sorta retired from the business then. That type? So, what's he gonna do with it? Out there now? Dice, I guess. He's been dicing for so long. It's the only thing he knows how to do now.
Oh no, dicing and slicing. Uh-oh.
That's lame.
Street youth? That is not lame. That is not lame at all. Cooking gives you the ultimate knife skills.
Well, duh. What? Is dicing vegetables for ages going to power you up?
Yes, Mr. Assistant. It is going to power you up. You're gonna get those... You're just working on your epic cutting skills. And, he's working out his arm. Maybe he just switches it up to every so often. Goes between each arm. So that he's super duper buff. These guys don't understand the power that is cooking.
Good technique. Seems you didn't just stay an innkeeper all these years.
Look, even Mr. Shang is complimenting him.
No, I really haven't used it since then. I'm used to counting my chips, sorting out my needs. I never thought I'd still be so able with this frost blade of mine. It's surprising.
Innkeeper, it's not surprising at all. Some of my favorite videos to watch are cooking ones. And I'm amazed by people's knife skills.
What would winning or losing even mean? If I met a Zhang Qingyue, depressed and joyless, it hung on my mind. It seems heaven must have willed this.
Heaven who? You're just obsessed with getting revenge.
Erg. Yeah, don't interfere. Go after that Lungmanite and find the goblet.
Sorry, Dad, but you're not in charge here now. Ugh.
I predicted this from you. I never once I never once laid a hand on her. You'll regret this. Uncle Tae, you help the innkeeper out. You, young man? I'll search for the cup. It can't wait any longer. Hold it. Stop there. Let's not be too hasty with the rocks now. Pull any more away, and we'll be stranded up here, wouldn't you say?
He's just been throwing... Wait, he's been throwing the bricks from the path at Mr. Nothing? Oof.
The struggling of the cornered. Benefactor, I'll hold out here. You go help Brother Lee. Don't let that kid get away with it.
Right. You watch yourself.
Now, you really must stop with the bullying here. The only reason I've not kicked into action is because you're a Mandarin after all. Is that why? I repay Lord Zuo's patronage. I go with them. My status has nothing to do with this. Come, disciple of Lian, you and I contest purely as martial men. We shall test each other. Then, don't mind if I do.
Wow, this is really the battle of old men.
Oh, rain?
Is it raining? Shoot, the forecast promised it'd be sunny today.
Sir, it's raining. Would you like to come inside and take a seat? No, thank you. Are you rain viewing? That's a good hobby, sir. I'll bring an umbrella in just a moment. Where's the boatman who was with you? He went to the mountains. Right now? He might be stuck up there once it's dark. Yes, right now. It was a favor for me.
No worry, the boatman's built different. He's an old man. Clearly he's OP as heck.
It's that Lungmanite. Are the weregeese surrounding him? Hold on. Who's that next to him?
Oh, looks like we've got new guests.
Nian.
Ooh, hello, hello. Here to squabble over the cup too.
Phew. That's a few less people than I was expecting. I am Zuole, candle holder of the Sui Regulator of the Great Yan. By Master Tai's instruction, I am confidentially investigating Dusk and the Black Goblet's whereabouts.
Oh, my mom just texted me. I gotta check that out real quick. Ooh, I got mail. I'm so happy. Yay! My friend said that she sent me a package. So I'm excited. It came in. Yo, after this, I gotta check that out so I can just tell her that I got it successfully and that everything is hopefully fine in the package. Nothing got damaged. Fingers crossed. Ow, ow.
These little things seem quite scared of you.
If they're scared of me, hey, I get it. But this little boy here... What's that you've got on you?
You're swift.
Uh-huh. I see. Just like that old-ass guy said. So how'd you get tangled up in this party, Mr. Lee?
I think that's a bit of a long story, Miss Nian. But I'm very sorry I pulled out a handful of Rhodes Island operators in as well.
No big. If Cruz and Lil Lava couldn't handle this stuff, they'd never get to see things wrap up.
Well, you really haven't changed, Miss Nian.
Let me tell you, we've been through a whole drama these last 2 days. That scary old guy did tell us a few things though. Including how the Sui Regulator and the Ministry of Rights aren't quite getting along. Hey kid, are your bunch really in such a hurry to get rid of us?
There's gotta be some reason, other than me pulling Dusk out of her hidey hole without a permission slip. Come on, hit me with it. If it makes sense, I might just change my mind and help you out, you know? It's none of your concern. But if you're showing off on your own accord, then all the better. Where is she? Who? Stop playing the fool. Sheesh, you climbed the wrong mountain then. What? She's at the summit, the top of the tallest peak, in this whole sea of clouds. Did you try checking up there yet? There's nothing in the field of forgotten water. It's no different than an ordinary mountain. That's so? Don't touch that cup! Oh, if it isn't Nian. Long time no see. What? This right here, right now, this is the highest point in all of the Shangshu Mountains. Highest point isn't really a right here, right now sort of definition, you know? I say, a summit is only consummate by a beautiful view. What does the highest point really mean, in a physical sense anyway? If I set down a chair here, that's one step higher, right? This place. I think I must have seen it in a dream. You know something after all, Miss Nian. Of course. You and this thing have been together for way too long. Sure, ordinary humans might not figure out the goblet's secret, but you and the Sui regulator have been way off the ball, seriously. Or maybe that was a part of your plan too? Nian? Nah, let's not get into me for now. That kid there looks like he's bursting to say something. Huh? Firstly, I need you to give an explanation for Dusk's departure. Miss Cruz persists in regarding you as a Rhodes Islander. Thus, all three of you here have some relation to the company. In accordance with your answers and this incident's resolution, I will consider penning a letter to the Imperial Court with grave regard to this matter. Dragging Dusk off was my call entirely. Rhodes Island just accepted a personal request of mine. That satisfy you? No. Anytime the 12 of you meet, exchange messages, or converse is a major strain on the Sui regulator's nerves. How can you be ignorant of that? Oh, that's some mature words for such a young kid. Who's the boss of the Sui regulator now? Anyone I know? You've been idle for too long. The human realm has gone through changes. Dang. Where's Dusk? And where's Ling? And what intent do you three have, assembling in Shangshu? And what secrets does this goblet hide? You guys ask someone to get the cup from Lungmen. Duh. How's that our fault? You know the significance of us necessitating it be in the Sui regulator's hands. Of course, this thing's got a chunk of my good old second bro's conscience gelled in it. Oh, the cup is good old second bro's conscience? Oops. Everyone's just been tossing around the brother. You're well aware. Then it's exceedingly hard to consider any of you here unaware or innocent. I wasn't going to pretend to be unaware. Even though Liang Shun really didn't tell me a thing.
Might have been stretching it a little when I kept saying Rhodes Island didn't know anything.
Yeah, I'd say. Seeing how you're a casualty. Me? I only just realized it. And you, Sui Regulator guys, come on. You spent all these years with nothing to do. But think about it. And you still couldn't get there? The Farron Mutt is not only able to separate parts of itself into proxies with independent personalities, but can store its consciousness within certain mediums in order to roam. But can your proxies really do the same thing over again? Just as if you were an Ursus Matryoshka. I don't know if we can or not. Maybe it's a new trick he came up with. So he can collect all 181 black stones, or something like that. Wouldn't he go mad? I mean, he's already gone mad though. With him locked up in the capital, it's not like you can't pay him a visit. Meeting with him would be the greatest taboo. You Sui Regulator people have done so much, and you still care? What about Dusk? What did you seek Dusk for? And why did you come here after doing so? I have an idea. According to the records, you're always full of ideas.
I guess you actually know a little about me, huh? She's looking this way.
I want to come up with a way to wipe out that giant thing.
Rain. A drizzle of spring rain. A boatman who sails the waterways at this moment travels through the towering mountains. It's almost dark.
Coming up and down like this really racks my old body.
I like how Mr. Boatman just complaining about getting exercise. I mean, that's understandable. Let's see, what does this look like? 4 entrances, 1 exit, and I feel some fear. This might be a scary one, but you know, it should be fine. No fear, no fear. No, because I feel fear, I kind of want to bring level 90 thorns. Level 90 thorns! There you are! There you are, you beautiful boy! Obsession. Cool. Or maybe not cool, I feel fear. Okay, first thing coming that way. You know, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I have issues.
What is that?
A bronze lampstand. Ew, it's stinky. Let's see. It's just standing there menacingly. I don't like when enemies do that. They give me big fear. You know, I'm just gonna keep them all semi-near each other. Because I have problems. Yeah, just because I have problems. Okay. Let's see. I needed to raise Dusk. I felt so guilty when she went poof. The guilt ate away at me. And that's why I had to raise her quickly. Because I felt bad. You know, let me put her here. Yeah, put her here. Okay, I think it's fine to go fast now. Time for some making it speedy. Let's see. I'll focus on this direction, maybe? Just in case? Okay, this isn't too bad. I should not say that. Whenever I say something like that, it's like jinxing things. Okay, let me put her here. Oh, there's so many. I mean, this be fine. What am I saying? Ha ha. No fear, no fear, no fear. Let me just stare a tiny bit. I'm just gonna face here. Yeah, I'll face here. And Myrtle's just here to look cute. She can do whatever she wants because she's cute like that. Oh no, they're getting through. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was so close. You know, that was a big fear moment. You're not gonna lie, that was a really big fear moment. But no, it's fine. Yeah, this way it's kind of fine. More or less. Phew. And yes, I had to go for the skills too. That way they can be extra powerful. Ooh. Is this the boss stage? I see a symbol. That means it must be powerful. Well, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is not a good stage for me. Wait. 5 entrances and 5 exits? Oh no. Oh no. Well. No fear, no fear. There's no fear. I mean, as long as I can pass it, it's all good. I can always redo it later to get, like, a perfect score. No fear, no fear, no fear, no fear, no fear. Thorns? Level 90 Thorns? Where are you hiding? Hey, where you at? Level 90 Thorns don't want to work right now. He's like, I'm not paid enough for this. Which is understandable, but please, Thorns, there. No fear. No fear. It's another old man. He must be the final boss.
Young man,
Hmm?
can I ask the way to the estate of Liang, magistrate of Shangshu? It's close by, I think. Turn right there, and keep going. And once you see the Pai Fang Arch, turn left, and you're at the Liang estate. Is it spacious? Who knows? I'm not allowed in. But from the outside, I think it doesn't look that different from any other place. Might even be a little run down.
If that's considered a lot run down? Wow.
What does it say on the arc? On the arch?
I don't remember.
Thank you. Hey, old man. It's getting dark. How about I show you the way? You might get hit out here. No need. I can see the way.
Mysterious old man.
My foot. It's stuck in a rock?
Oh, Mr. Nothing.
That's enough. You've lasted 33 moves. Commendable. You never were pulling your true weight at all. If you're interested in joining the army, your prospects will surely be bright. Haha. I'll admit, I contemplated it when I left Kowu City, but the proverb puts it well. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Our pay Rhodes Island's grace to me for now.
Hello, hello?
To know grace and repay it. Quality is hard to come by. A shame you're trapped in your situation. In a literal sense to boot. If I break my leg, maybe I can tug it out still. Let's try it and see.
He's just gonna casually break his leg to tug it out? Mr. Nothing, as one does, right?
Zheng Qing Yue, I'll assist you. Stop right there. You. I regarded this tangle as a farce and invested nothing in it. But you've shown me I was wrong.
Mr. Nothing just asserted his dominance by breaking his leg.
You've got less to say now. You always had so little to say in the past. Zhang Qingyue is only silent when going all out, but when he goes all out, no opponent escapes intact. Are you done talking? I'm only speaking to myself. Huff. It's raining? What? He broke Shang Zong's staff so easily, before we could even react. How did he do it? Who are you? A bamboo hat and a raincoat. The rain as your sword. Excellent kung fu.
Mr. Boatman really is an overpowered old man, yo! Yo, the old man fight continues! Oh man, I was rooting for Mr. Shang at first, but now that Mr. Boatman entered the fray, I kinda wanna switch over to the Boatman side. Oh, I love this. This side is the most entertaining, the battle of the old men.
Stop fighting. Stop. All of you. Would it hurt to be a little peaceful? Not to mention how capable they were. If they were willing to cause a commotion, they'd have won and come out looking reasonable too.
Aw, that flashback to the first day.
You're the boatman who was with the Lungmanite since the beginning. Of course, Liang Shun had two plans prepared. He's deceived both the Sui regulator and the Ministry of Rights. As an official, Mr. Liang has his restrictions. Don't you think the Sui regulator's been a little too arbitrary this time? It wouldn't be the Sui regulator's first time either. My son died because of you. Don't forget it. And why all the fighting for our lives here? Humph. Sticking your nose into this too. How capable do you think you are? Haha. Making that hat such a permanent fixture always did strike me as awfully odd.
Wait, the hat was what tipped Mr. Nothing off? Is wearing a hat a sign of being super overpowered? I gotta get myself a hat then that I just wear.
Unless, of course. Shen Lo, this is a Sui regulator business. It's not yours to interfere in.
Ooh, hello.
I'm just a passing boatman, encouraging you all to stop slaughtering each other here from the goodness of my heart, and checking on the state of the summit, Mr. Liang asked me to take a look. There were bandits terrorizing the border waterways in recent years. The court sent men to sort it out, cracking down like thunder. With the Tianchi leading them, some of the best in the court infiltrated enemy lines. In order to avoid alarming the enemy, the heroes pretended to be waterway bandits themselves, stealing into their den, rounding them all up at once. But when they came back out, they ran headfirst into a group of boaters who sought to stand up for justice. There was quite some misunderstanding. They were hardly lifelong boaters, though, and the boat was just a skiff, approaching the waterside bandit dead on its own. No more, no more. I'll die of embarrassment. I'm not young anymore, and I didn't want to wade in for a fight like some brawler. The people only knew that Tianchis took the lead. They had no idea that others beyond could truly be calling the shots. The Imperial Guard drillmaster appraised you quite highly. Oh, that girl was so young, but her kung fu was incredible. I heard she'd already been helping train the other warriors. She would go far, very far. But I'm not here today to reminisce. An escort like me has only deep respect for you, Master Shen. No matter if it's our first meeting, I'd hear you out. It's just that we're settling both public and personal bills today, and your word might not make it in. That's the size of it. But I did agree with Mr. Liang that I'd express some things of my own. No matter what the Department of Discipline and Supervision decides afterwards, I'll shoulder the burden. But for now, don't let any dog bite here harm our friendships. That won't fly. If Liang Shun sent you, then this can't be as simple as a check. You plan to meddle in the Sui regulator's affairs? The Sui regulator just wants to push Tianchi Bai into action. Does it make any difference if I act for him? Master Shen, I'm on your side. Friendship is wealth, they say.
Ah, yes. Friendship is wealth. Friendship is magic.
Where's your benefactor? Ahead for now. That's fine.
Mr. Nobody's smart for choosing to go for the boatman side because, Mr. Boatman is the true, badass warrior here. Ooh, that transition.
What? Where did that summit and pavilion come from? That's what we've all been looking for. Here's hoping we can keep this under control. Or else we can only resort to violence.
We can only resort to violence, huh? As one does.
Are you aware of what you're saying?
I need your agency's help, young candleholder. We should be in agreement about the stakes here.
Are you going to kill yourself?
I'm not that out of it yet. But things are getting tight.
Is its mind not your mind's?
Of course not. It's about time we rose up against that giant self of ours.
All nonsense. What ideas do you have?
Are you willing to trust me?
I'm only obligated to hear you out. I'm only obligated to hear out your idea. Whether I trust it or not is a Sui regulator's decision.
Let's go back to the old man side. You hold fine taste, my lord, to be admiring the snow in the mountains at this hour.
Here, sit.
You knew I would come.
Of course you would come.
When did the Sui regulator first seek you?
A year ago.
On what matter?
Finding the goblet.
Merely finding it?
At first. A year ago, Jan realized something. Victoria's incidents, Ursus's endless unrest, one of Lithanian's empresses losing her voice. All under heaven was in turmoil, and Jan had to prepare. The court met day after day, and passed the 28 policies, nothing unaccounted for, and not solely seeking the safety of Jan, but offering survival to the known world. But outside the 28 policies published, there were still hidden 2 more that needed Jan's urgent decision.
Oh. What 2? There are wicked foreign spirits to the north, seas to the south, and ever more hidden dangers from the Sui's bestializations. All along, the Sui regulator has advanced for initiative in settling this Faran Mutt problem.
The Ministry of Rights doesn't agree, not at all.
The High Minister is indeed correct. There lies not only usable talent among those 12, there are, above all else, several brilliant and virtuous. Ooh, I wish them good luck pulling for Ling.
But the Sui regulator's very founding was aimed at sorting out the issue of this Faran Mutt.
Their opinion cannot be taken on all matters. The Sui regulator was, at its founding, but subordinate to the Ministry of Rights. It was only the disaster following, that game of stones, that elevated the Sui regulator in position. It is a hidden malice of 1,000 years, brewing calamity till today. To reckon it was due.
But it's not the Sui regulator's right to decide, nor for the Ministry of Rights to say.
The current Grand Tutor?
The Grand Tutor has met with the great offender.
I see. Looks like I really did nap too long. So that's what the old guy's like? His physique was paper thin, and he didn't seem like he knew arts. I thought he was just some random nosy guy, poking into everybody's business.
The Grand Tutor mends this realm's affairs, inspecting for leaks and patching holes.
Huh? I thought you'd get angry at me for bad-mouthing the oldie. Oh, so that's the old guy that Nyan guys are with. The Grand Tutor, not the old tutor. Oops. Oopsies.
Angry?
You know, a normal succubus is a great title. I approve of that title.
Would you show anger at a rascally child who blames the sky for raining? This boy, he's got a steely tongue.
That's the first time I've seen Nyan get checked like that.
The Grand Tutor gave the Sui regulator a hidden aim, something that must be accomplished, whether or not we openly chafe with the Ministry of Rights for it.
Oh, and what's that?
3 things.
Oi, 3 things? And then, of course, it switches to another point of view. It's turning colder.
The mountains are always quicker to cool.
The mountains truly did not choose its scenery well. How does it keep hold of its customers?
How do you figure?
You cannot see the sunset.
That's fair.
Is it very arduous that you do so much for the sui regulator, my lord? Wow, 2 Nyans, 1 Li, and 1 Dusk on a 10 pool? That is amazing! Yo, that is the ultimate luck.
It is even more arduous hiding it from you, Miss Ning.
3 years ago, for the Ministry of Rights, I was sent to Shangshu to supervise Ling, who was suspected of settling here. And you, Magistrate of Shangshu, had more sway in reality than some of your ordinary colleagues. It is true. I first thought you were inflexible, easily riled.
I must have amused you, Miss Ning.
My lord, for what purpose have you done so much over all these years?
My own outlook has never changed. I do it seeking the well-being of the people of my home.
Hesitating not to deceive the Ministry of Rights and the sui regulator?
What could be more important than the people's safety?
You know, the Ministry of Rights is prepared.
Spring thunder was always the emblem of the passing of winter. I wish not for its clap to reduce the 3 mounts' 17 peaks by yet another.
You are as you ever were, my lord. But you still are not willing to face me, in the end.
How could it?
And how could you not? Your behavior is all too clear.
Our ranks are different. Our posts burden us. But if you come as no more than Miss Ning, then I, Liang, would be more than glad to.
So such openness is also within your capacity. Liang Xun lifts his teacup. No tea is within, but he still takes a long drink from it. I like how dramatic he's being. He just picks up an empty teacup and is like, gulp, gulp, gulp. Imaginary tea party as one does, you know? Gulp, gulp, gulp. I love it. I love this. I mean, he's drinking the best tea. Imaginary tea. 3 things.
First, retrieve the goblet. We don't know why, but he spilled all to the Grand Tutor, as to the cup's origins and rough whereabouts.
And you weren't worried it was a trap?
Second, aside from preserving the 2 hidden policies, find an even more reliable proposal to keep the situation suppressed to a minimum.
Oh, Yan always comes off real cautious whenever you touch the folk of the realm.
Third,
go on.
No matter who they are, should more than 3 proxies gather on one side, pass on personal handwritten instructions from the Grand Tutor.
Handwritten instructions?
Correct. So I ask, where is Dusk?
Dusk is on my team, just enjoying herself, you know? How did I? Who are you? I forgot about you. Whatever. Someone knocked you out. Where's Dad? And Shangzong? And that giant bull.
Don't bother looking. You won't find them. This is...
They've been isekai'd. Oh, I love it.
So she could alter heaven and earth in the blink of an eye. That woman who suddenly appeared. Just what could her game be?
Oh, it's Bitey. Gah.
You're joking. Not again!
Oh, Mr. Nothing's memories of the other event. They're in a painting? What do you mean?
You wouldn't understand, even if I told you.
But wait, where are you going?
The summit.
But isn't the Field of Forgotten Water right there? When did that pavilion appear?
It came from time immemorial.
Ow! Eek!
Humph. These things. Is she imitating me with these things to mock me? You really don't know how to cut slack. This is my duty. I have a question. Just a question, okay? If I don't go along with you, what'll the Sui regulator do? They'll simply do again what we have done a millennium ago. Moreover, now, we are strong, and your power is feeble.
Oh.
The Sui regulator's principles are simple. Finish it once and for all, and forever rid the future of plague. And that's why I'm telling you, we've got the same stakes in this as you. You're only scheming to allow yourself escape. Even if I believed you, why should I believe you can accomplish this preposterousness? If you can't, then how much unnecessary danger will your existence engender? Doesn't the Sui regulator have an even more dependable plan to solve this problem? You cannot convince me.
Looks like we're at a deadlock. What do you think?
Are you asking me? You could just go ask the one you were looking for. You must be. I see. So this is his supposed big idea? What do you mean? You're the only one who doesn't know anything at all, boy. If you don't want 300 years of standing in the corner, then don't give me that look.
Aw, Dusk is gonna ground him. 300 years of standing in the corner, though. Ooh, hello? Dusk, it's alright. Calm down.
Humph. You know how this goblet came about. Hand it over. You tasked Liang Shun with it. Liang Shun tasked me. If you want the cup, I think you should go ask Liang Shun for it. You understand reason, Mr. Li. You should know the severity of this. I am sure Liang Shun has his reasons. If Ning Qichu doesn't give a reasonable explanation, Liang Shun will pay for his unilateral action.
I don't understand why a lot of people skip story, though. Like, to me, story is the most important part of games. Like, pretty characters catch my eye at first, but the story is what keeps me hooked. Okay. Can we dial down the aggression once in a while, little buddy? If the Sui regulator's so thirsty to have this... Wait. Why does the Sui regulator want this goblet so bad again?
It's that Wei Chi weirdo scheme, probably. He's bored enough to... No, he's not like this. Is he actually still locked in the capital? What happened? The last time the Sui regulator near that shrine, a body was discovered inside it. It was Grandmaster Xiangru, heart failure, died while vomiting blood. Oh gosh, died while vomiting blood. Oof, that is a horrible way to go. It reminds me of a lot of the dramas, the historical dramas my family watches. And when they vomit blood, it's usually because of poison. The Wei Chi board was empty, save for a single black stone in the center. Didn't you say you had a whole taboo about meeting him? The Sui regulator is investigating it. But this goblet, without a doubt, is a crucial key to uncovering his plot. And the two of you, Miss Neon, Miss Dusk, the Sui regulator wishes for you to come with us.
Uh-huh. Now, that's getting a little complicated.
Shh! Is he really a step ahead of us? Why limit yourself to one step? No wonder the old man was so overbearing. In that case, how about Miss Ling? The Sui regulator records that he disagrees with all the other bestials, willing only to recite poetry and make merry with Ling and Shu. If she still won't show herself, then the Sui regulator's only option is to... Do you seek me?
Ooh, is Ling? Oh, pretty. I love the art. I like how she's just enjoying the sunset here. Aww. Aww. Her gaze is at the setting sun, crossing the immemorial and other times besides. For in truth, time is a place only the free and unshackled can halt their step in. Feel. Come, look now at this view. The sun is through, and the water runs yet long, while snowfall flows through moonlit vacant sky. The setting light sets clouds ablaze. How charming. Yeah, how fine. With such beautiful scenery, why still must he persist with such unjoyful topics? When did... You and your father in his younger years do seem so alike. And yet... You could turn a blind eye to this, to a sky of endless twilight clouds. Have you never been alive upon this land? Okay, keep applauding the sunset in a moment. I spent a lot of effort hauling Dusk out to find you, and I didn't do it just to hear you wax poetic. Long time no see, Nian, Dusk. And you. Me? Huh? You and Old Lee know each other? How old is Lee? Everyone calls him Old Lee, but I can't tell. No. Prior to this. Wow! Pot 6 Ling took you 134 pulls? That is amazing! Do such lowly means not insult your character some? I couldn't get it past you, but I never imagined you'd see through me in an instant. Whose path do you think you walked? I wasn't banking on truly fooling you, and besides, he's the one who daydreamed. The one who met him in a dream was only me. Isn't this a game I learned from you? Myself,
I stay when I awake. The butterfly, it stays and dreams. But will it be him still when he comes to? Who knows? It is beyond you. How rude. How dearly rude, Ling. If you have the true capability, go bicker so with our eldest brother. Why the cruel trickery on a common human? Those of different ways cannot plan for one another.
250 pulls to pot 6 Lee? But you didn't want Lee. Oof. Oh man. Congratulations though. You got a lot of him.
So you and I are of the same way? Why did I not know? For how vivid your toast drinking and revelry was, you're quite merciless.
Ah, the brother in the cup.
Which is right, after all. You've thrown away that goblet I sent you. Could I ever? It was simply a moment's distraction while singing to the moons. I should be the one disappointed. At that time, you had far in advance laid one stone. Humph. And what do you laugh at? Nian's own overestimation, Dusk's timid impotence, your uninvolvement, and myself for considering myself so infallible. You truly wish to substitute? What is it? What are you looking at me for? No, it is only me seeing through a dull game. What did you seek me for? What? We can't just pay you a nice little visit, Ling. You fell asleep? I'm asking, did you fall asleep? How are you able to? When drunk, I simply sleep. What of it? How did you do it? You ask how I did it. Ah, I understand. You cannot fall asleep, can you? My poor little sister. Is it because you fear to have nightmares? If it can even be called a nightmare. In many years, we have not met. So such things are vexing you. And your paintings? Could your paintings not bear the weight of your dreams? No. Is it that you finally began to feel that paintings are but false? You. Hey, don't mess with my paintings.
I like how Dusk was isekai'd into her own painting. Well, now Dusk knows how it feels.
You bundled all those guys below us into your little world, I'm guessing. And what for? Crude mounts, parched waters, a heart like unto ashes. How dull.
¿Qué?
But these adorable minor scrolls, these I still find so amusing. What need you feed them? You should know what we're here to do. Nian, by your idea, where will our course ultimately be taken? Don't stare at me like that. I'm thinking about it here, alright? But right now, I still don't know. You don't know then. Yeah, you don't know then. You do not know. Not the finest of plans. Dusk, that scroll all filled with matter of death. It is stagnant, stuck, somewhat boring. Be rid of it, perhaps. You don't get to tell me just like that. Forget not her at the outset, who gave you all true names in one lone word, and what hope she had for you. Ancient history by now. What did you just... Nothing. Only a moment of bliss snatched, away and apart from this world. The Grand Tutor had something for you to hand to me, no? This and that are independent. Even once you see his instructions, you must still behave and come with a sweet regulator. All to find him. Find that basket of blunders. Indeed. Take it. Oh? A letter? Your so-called Grand Tutor's instructions. No. This handwriting. Would it be him? The Grand Tutor is an ever-stern one. He would never draft instructions in such flowing script. Did he tell you no more? My duty is solely to give the letter. A letter of the court. The first in a long time. Is it to us? When did humanity ever get the guts for that? I thought only the true lung and his little posse would work that sort of courage up. Then you look at its contents. Affairs come in no more than threes.
Yo, I would study hard. Gotta get A's.
One affair, no more than thrice, I see. Okay, I get it. Yeah, we sure do fit that bill right now. A fulfilled omen? That decrepit Grand Tutor couldn't have written this. This handwriting looks like Gia's, but she already... Could someone else have copied her somehow? But why do it as the Grand Tutor's instructions? It was that basket of blunders. It seems in recent years, he's written no shortage of things. I thought he was obstinate, but that would only be right he incur Jan's flames. And now this written orders is another move of his? And why should the Grand Tutor send the letter in his stead? Hey, unless the Grand Tutor chose to play white? Hey, stop mumbling to yourself. The three lapse into silence. Though they have existed for so long, the sisters are momentarily stupefied. The wind blows from the primordial to present, this time, no longer this moment. That's... impossible. Is even this something he can do? Don't ask me. But well, even if it's just a reflection, I don't like how it's looking at us. Dusk, you scared? Don't you always have plenty of ideas? Think of something. Hey, Ling. We've got a band together. What are you doing? Something suddenly came to me. Last I felt dead drunk. I should have left 2 vessels of wine here. There they are. Husong? The flavor is still fine to the nose. If you're so cool, do you have any solutions? Solutions? What solutions? Solutions to deal with it. A solution to address ourself? Need I tell you? You're not just going to sit on the sidelines this time, are you? I hardly could. We meet again. On this turn, do I dream of you? Or do you dream of me? By her tail, Ling lifts a jar half full of fine wine and pours it forth into the cup, meant for the one who seems the culprit of it all. She lifts it to the heavens. Shall we drink? I will refrain. May you all come one by one and take your seats. Ah, what happened?
Mr. Lee, you've been isekai'd.
Where are we?
This feeling. It's just like being in one of Dusk's paintings.
In that case, who are you?
The night parts as a curtain. A silhouette sits straight within the center of the room. Behind him is hung half a scroll. The way to paradise.
If you have nothing to do, what say you chat over a game with me?
I wonder how Lee feels seeing other Lee, technically. Oh man, I feel some fear.
What is that?
Is he an egg? Is he an egg? Wait. Oh no, there's thingies? There's thingies I gotta worry about too? Oh no. Yeah, I feel some fear. Uh-oh. I don't like these little flames. I don't like the way they're slowly approaching the egg. The scary eggy. Uh-oh. I feel like I shouldn't let them touch it, but at the same time, I have problems. I want to see what happens. But I'm just gonna go after those eggies. I mean, those little flamey eggies. Scary flames. Quickly touch them before it feeds the egg. Okay, I am defending. I'm asserting my dominance slightly. Let me go here. With slight fear. Just getting ready to put out monster when the time comes. As one do. Should probably put another. Oh, I should not make it fast. That was bad. Oh, it hatched. Oh no. Okay, I guess I have to get closer to him. Let's see. Oh, that looks so bad. Oh no. No! My beautiful boy! Well... let's see how bad this is for now. Okay, big dragon. Uh-oh. I was just curious how this would go. Goodbye, world. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be so painful. But maybe it won't be too bad. I kind of want to see what happens if I make it faster, but I feel fear. Why is it so powerful? Goodbye, world. Goodbye, world. It can smack me with a tail, too? I don't like that. Oh, this is so painful. Okay, it won't walk. I'm just gonna bide my time as one does. Look at it just asserting its dominance there. Myrtle's gonna try her best. She's adorable like that. Look at her. I can't even see how much damage I'm really giving it. Oh, this is big fear. Uh-oh. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I kind of want to wait till a healer's back, so give it a few seconds. Okay, there's a healer. A healer that can heal me, make me feel powerful. Well. And you know, let's see what happens if I make it fast. A little bit faster anyways. Man, what the heck? Yeah, not even a dent. Oh shoot. Well, let's see how this goes. Monster, assert your dominance. Uh-oh. Wow, look at Monster. Monster's doing the best. Monster is the ultimate boss. Ah. Well. At least I know Monster's the greatest of all time. Yeah, it's some damage. I'll put thorns there. Oof. Oh, I feel so bad for thorns. You know, let's see how much damage this does. I'm just slowly chipping away. You know, I'm just gonna wait for Monster again, because Monster clearly was the MVP here. So I'm just gonna bide my time as one does. Alrighty. And there. You got this, Monster. Look, Monster is the greatest energy drink. Monster is truly doing the hard work. Great job, Monster. You did your best. We're just gonna slowly poke at it. Okay, come on, Monster. Here, Monster, do your work. Oops, too far. You got this, Monster. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna be a thing. Okay, no fear, no fear, no fear. No fear, no fear. Oh no, things are gonna get through. Oh no, they're going through. Oof. Well, okay. Okay. Now I just want to see if I can get through with the same team though. I'm being stubborn. Well, now I know it goes up there. Fear. I want to believe in thorns, but at the same time, you know, it was recommended, I saw, for Surtur. So maybe I'll try her, let's see. I gotta be semi-cautious about what I do. I'll prepare for when the Eggy does its thing. I guess I let the wisps go to the egg. Darn Eggy. And then I guess a healer, kind of ish for now. Just to see what happens. Actually, I should have kept her there for Kaltz's sake, but oh well, too late. No regrets. Yep, no regrets. Okay, since the Eggy's gonna hatch soon, then I bring up my bestie monster. The greatest energy drink. And there. There, look at them asserting their dominance. Yeah, they got this. Okay. And now I just gotta get a bunch of people to just hit hard, kind of ish. Hit hard. Though I do gotta bring out my nice Dusk, because Dusk will do a thingy that I love. Oh, no one's getting through. Okay, one got through, but it's fine. Ooh, them going to the sides though is just so annoying. I mean, this is fine. This will be fine. I just gotta prep myself a little bit. Is it another egg? Wait, another egg? No! No! Stop it with the egg! No, bad Eggy. I don't like it. Oh, I really don't like how there's another egg. Darn Eggy. Wait, there's that many phases? Well, let's let the egg hatch. Find the egg you can hatch. Wait. Oh! Oh, she instantly went poof. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, that was terrible. Well, that was a thing. I I didn't know it was gonna go that close. I didn't think it was gonna do that. Oh no, I don't like this egg. Yeah, this boss is gonna give me big fear. This boss already gives me fear, actually. No. Bad boss. Oh no, my beautiful mud rock. Uh-oh. You know, I'm just gonna leave this as is. Oops. Oh, this hurts. Come on, go away, boss. Is it done? Okay, for now. And then retreat a tiny bit. It's only gonna get closer. Okay. Why must it be this way? Okay, yeah, this is gonna hurt. They're just slowly coming forward. I'm not gonna make it faster because I do feel some fear. Big fear. You know, I'll put her here to catch the ones that get through slightly. Okay. It's just slowly going by menacingly, but it's okay. Let's let it think it got it. Why must the brother do this? The brother is causing big pain. Darn brother. Gosh darn it, brother. Well, I'm getting my energy drink ready. AKA monster. I'm so scared. I have big fear. I'm not gonna put Sir down yet because I don't know where he's gonna spawn. Oh no, I don't like fire. You know, let's just let it happen. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Hello, dragon. I want to see your first move, sir. And then a healer's always good. Healer makes me happy. And there. Oh! Oh, I see the flames. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, that was a thing. I did not like that. I do not appreciate those flames. Those flames hurt me. And I did not like that first move. That first move is spooky. Well, that's what I get for asking for it, you know? Oh, wait, what is he trying to do? Is that the end? Wait, is that the end? I'm gonna be so bothered by that one that got through. The one that got away. It's always the one. Ugh. Fear. And what item got through anyways? Was it a squirrel? Was it a teacup? I'm never gonna be able to look at teacups the same way again. What's going on?
Is it thundering?
It looks like it's storming in the mountains. What's been happening with the weather lately? Hmm? Is there something above there?
Huh? Can anyone tell? Yeah, can anyone tell what that is? We've been stuck in here for 2 or 3 days now.
Well, now the old men are understanding what it's like to live in the scroll. I wonder if that calmed them down. 2 to 3 days within the scroll.
If we still can't find a way out, maybe that means... Quiet. Haha, perhaps someday a good mood will strike dusk on the outside, and she'll let us all out. That said, where might that pole carrier sir be? His son's buried in the mountains. He doesn't want to run in with us in a place like this. I've heard tell of the grievances between you two, but, must you settle matters by such means? What else? I just feel that. Don't bother feeling about it.
Oof, Mr. Nothing's being put in his place.
Bystanders will always think they understand it all, but people's empathy always turns out to have limits. I know in my heart that what the right thing to do is, what's necessary, and what's unnecessary. It's common sense. Anyone would know. But sometimes, our feelings won't listen to sense. It's raining. Well, it's not as if just waiting around here like this poses much problem.
Gah.
Why don't you all give raising an ink spirit a try? I've discovered that if you just grant these things a little mind and calm approach, they're actually quite affectionate.
Can I give raising an ink spirit a try? You know, I want to do that. Mr. Nothing has the right idea here. He's gonna become the ink monster tamer. Good?
This goes to show, the Sui regulator had reason to beware her. Alright. There's not much to gain from quarreling over them in here. How about we head inside, away from the rain? Strange how it can rain in here too. Truly strange how what falls isn't even ink. Mr. Taihei, won't you come in? What of Master Shen? What's the master up to? It's been a moment now, but he's still fixated on his palms. Are you watching rain? Yes. According to Nothing, this whole world is just her scroll. Artwork all around, vivid and lifelike. At sunrise, fowls fly from the steep forests. Mist covers the land. You see sunlight without the sun itself. Reflections of thousands of floors. And all is silent. If this is a painting, then who knows just what this artist has seen within yon scenery. How refined, Rainmaster. I only know that Rainmaster of Duckweed's Shen Lo once served 10 years in the army. Who knew he was so versed in literature? I've just been around for a while. The only shame is that the rain in spring shouldn't be so warm. Go, part this open. Urk? Where are we? Very wise, Rainmaster. I did it without thinking.
Wow! Wow, Mr. Boatman is just built different. He truly is the ultimate old man. He escaped the scroll. Like, how long were we stuck inside the scroll in the other event? How long were we just in there? And then look at Mr. Boatman. Wow. And he did it without thinking. He's just so big brained that the scroll can't contain him.
Shangzong. Was this the reason you all fought over the goblet? The clouds roll above the mountains. What's happening over there?
Yes, I did manage to pass. The dragon, though. Oh, I still can't believe in the second round. I didn't realize it would come forward each time. And Surtur went poof. That hurt so much. But yeah, Mr. Boatman really is built different. He'd be the best for escape rooms. Wordless roar. I'm getting a little twitchy now. Oh, more resilient than the Sui Xiang I met alone, it seems. Mere lofty posture, it possesses its form, but ultimately has not its spirit. We're still here. What spirit is it going to have? It probably used a similar method to get the goblet, but for a completely opposite effect. So it got a little of the shape, that's all. Form but no spirit. In the end, it's just a wordless roar. Hey, look at that. You're pretty scared, aren't you? What did you say? You know, I feel like you've been digging at me with that form but no spirit stuff. It's been contained with this pavilion for the time being, but if it's disturbed any further, things will be tough. What a pain. This sure isn't the kind of thing you throw a firecracker at. Phew, huh? Aren't you going to keep at it? You really don't like lifting a finger. Wordless roar! Ah, so this is what scared you. I did the CC a little bit because I have problems. I love buying outfits. So I did some because I wanted to buy stuff. I'm like, you know, these fancy outfits are good. I should probably be buying the people, but nah, these outfits though. I've never gone through all the extra stages before because those ones hurt. At a certain point, I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna buy out the shop and be satisfied. Oh, little dusk. Don't call me that. I see you even shiver so. Are you fine? My little sister here hid in a scroll for a century without closing her eyes. All because she was so scared of the shadow of us here. Makes sense she's got stage fright now. Don't you make such light of it. Oh, I feel kind of bad though since I forced Dusk to participate in this fight. Even if it's just a reflection. To be precise, it's us three's reflections, and a quarter of it's Sui's. But it's us. What are we going to do? What are we going to... Ridiculing laughter. Wow. Sui Xiang first roars at us and then goes, ha ha ha. Or, heh, 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 heh. Grr. Rummaging through my paintings. Are you mocking me? I can never go full risk. I forget what the highest was. Maybe like 7, 8-ish. I'm not sure. I'm gonna suggest to you right now to rein your imagination in. This thing already forged up my 7th weapon concept without me even thinking it. Just take a deep breath, okay?
Save us from getting slammed inside one of your paintings next. Paintings? Have you noticed? The way is natural and the foundation simple. Sui was never of such fanciful tricks. In the end, this great correspondence before us, Sui Xiang, is no more than the most unrealistic colors of our deepest selves. Yeah. Sui is but the years of months, drawn out long, and change has been vast. It is on the brink of madness. It's already mad. Right now, at this moment, we're just one of its dreams. When it wakes, we'll all be done for. We won't just be done for. Yan will suffer for it too. Ling. Oh, little Nian. Is that why you wish to resist it? Yes. Then you surely have quite a sophisticated plan. The part I can't guarantee. Yeah, that part I can't guarantee. I can only say this beats sitting around waiting for it. I see. Why? Because I don't accept this. I really don't. And you? She just dragged me here, that's all. And maybe I have the slightest bit of expectation. Really? Shut it. I asked after you just now, as to our collective exit, and your reply to me was that you don't know. This answer truly is not a fine one. Look now, you're still you. With your own ideas, your own emotional ranges, your own adorations, your own fancied persons, your own fond sceneries. To live in this land is quite fine, is it not?
Man, Ling, you should have seen their hot pot talk earlier. Talking about the different types of hot pot they like. I wonder what type of hot pot Ling would like. I also kind of want hot pot now, but then again the weather does not permit. I think I would melt.
Whatever it may do, don't we have any responsibility for it? I am me. Why should I have much ado about it? Myriad years the human realm is drunk, and it won't permit me one farcical dream? So your answer is? Haha. I mind not. Lift your head and drink. Tail as brush, ink as a shadow. Let wind rise, brilliant in sharp anatomy. Let rain fall, tassel soaked within, and thus let the might of wine cleanse my heart. A board game? What game? I am not too educated in the whole art of the piece. Weichi, the Go of Yan.
Wait, red wine hot pot's a thing? That sounds interesting. Like, what does it have inside?
Now that's too complicated. What say you then? How about that 5 in a row one? A child's game. Quite fine enough for me. You like playing this chess stuff then? I don't. The chesses are extremely boring. Here I thought you were a board game maniac, you know? Those types who stop to eat and then keep on playing. Both sides of a board follow the same rules. Black and white doing death unto each other along crossing lines. What's the meaning in it? Pieces, in the end, are just a method of playing games. So why fetch me? A fight of eye against eye is far too boring.
Where? Were we not just in the mountain's foot?
Only they would be capable of this sort of thing. Miss Ning, follow me closely, please. There seems to be a bright light in the room ahead. Really now, starting the game without even explaining the rules. What about you all?
He'd really put me on the spot, asking me to play this stuff.
I only know general strategy. No rush, no rush. I've waited a great many years for this match. Now, what exactly is beating a layman like me going to do for you? You should wait for your helper.
Liang Shun is his helper? Oh, I love it. You should wait for your helper. Mm-hmm. Liang Shun, you've been... Is this a promotion from, like, longtime friend to helper? That's his evolution, I guess.
Li, why are you? Liang Shun? And Miss Ning. I've met you before. Assistant Minister Ning.
There is much I wish to ask. Of the candle holders, but now seems not to be the time. Assistant Minister?
Sit. With this, it's more or less set. What do you intend on doing? Having a game of Wei Chi with you all. You don't like Wei Chi, but you'd yank all these people in just to play with you? I suppose.
Maybe he's just lonely, that's why, you know? He's like, I don't like this game. Or no, he's not lonely. He's a tsundere. It's not like I like this game or anything. Humph. But you all have to play with me anyways.
That goblet of yours has done me some serious damage. If that lady hadn't finally exposed the truth, how on Terra would I have ended up? Uncertain. Perhaps at some waking, you would find yourself to be in the illusory dream instead. The bubble pops, and the one who opens his eyes is me. What?
Now that's just plain terrifying.
Terrifying indeed. You don't seem to feel any way about it. Really, I said it was terrifying. Heh, I'll leave it at that then. Both of you may think it was random chance that Liang Shun should choose to involve you in this. But unfortunately, though it's true there is countless coincidence in this world, for this, you are the sole exception.
Wow, Lee, you're too popular. The brother wanted to snatch you. Specifically you. You are the chosen one, Mr. Lee.
There is a man by the name of Y. Your expression changed. It seems he only let out that mote of superfluous seriousness when your friends are mentioned. Come, it's your turn. I must warn you, one mindless move, and the whole game is lost. Lee, be calm.
How did you escape, sir?
I thought for a long time, and realized one way, that's all. A co-fight. How will you respond to this calamity? This game.
In the game of Wei Chi, few can surpass you, sir. Is that not so?
I've simply lived for a while. Any longer, and it'd be boring. Miss Ning, what say you to this one? Don't overthink it.
Clack. A white stone hits the board. The outcome is clearly in sight.
I've been too recklessly about these past few days. It's not your fault. What does this match signify? It's only a game. Don't overthink it. It's very hard not to. Think about who wins and loses first. Your turn. The state of things is evident to all at this point. You don't need to carry on mystifying them. So you want to concede. What about the others? I imagine the meaning of this game isn't on the board at all.
Clack!
It's only right that our win or loss shouldn't be determined in this corner. The best tactic, with people who love to confuse things, is to play just as mad along with them. I'm not good at any kind of chess, but I am good at reading people. I'll answer the question you just posed, young candleholder. There was an accident previously. I lost a younger sister. You may be young, but as the responsibility lies with you, I am sure you can understand what I'm saying. This isn't a topic you can discuss here.
That is true. Please speak, sir, with caution.
After that, my tiny little residence's peace basket was less one black stone. It was merely broken in that accident. And after that, I thought and thought about what I should do, and what I even could do. The current Grand Tutor, the first time I saw him, he was but a deprived student, led by that teacher of prestige past the stagnant city, gazing towards that towering estate wall. You have no freedom of movement. You shouldn't have seen the Grand Tutor before. He is an intriguing one. He said something that lodged deep within my heart, at a time when I'd gotten sick of these stone-cold counters. You seem very boresome.
Also, same. I do want to go to a Comic-Con one day too. Like, that's a goal of mine, like a Comic-Con or like anime convention. Someday, one day. Someday.
To the point of stiffness.
Behind Lee at this moment are many people. Friends, companions, high officials just met, and adversaries for the time being. But Lee still can't see the person before him clearly. This person who appears as false image of himself. His features are indistinct. So indistinct, it puts shivers down the spine.
One more move, and even if I somehow understood less about the board games, I'd still be able to tell it was your win long ago. If you and I agreed to identical rules, what victory or loss could lie on the board? Well, that's some sophistry. You need to apologize to every Grandmaster in all the realm. So be it. All in all, I've enjoyed my days carried at your side very much.
Look, Lee, you should just keep him as your bestie, your new bestie.
The match is your win. It seems we haven't quite finished playing. I simply underestimated my little sisters. Our match has no real meaning. Call this my surrender.
Look at him. He just let Mr. Lee win too at the game. Wow, look at this.
I thought you'd be the type who never likes losing. Yes. I did indeed lose. And you, Courteous, name of Cruz. Nian has an ulterior motive in choosing Rhodes Island.
I wish you'd use a bit more positivity to describe Nian and our relationship. You know?
No matter. Understand it how you want to. You've no way to involve yourselves anymore.
Should Little Dust catch sight of your squalid garden, I predict she'll be of quite some temper.
You've arrived. Your tone to my ears does not welcome me. Having so many of you to keep you company with game and talk? What could it be? Have you been too lonely? You saw through that mirage. If so, Nian and Dusk must not have been able to beat it. So you had guessed. Cruz, now allow me past. Let me be closer to my brother.
Alright. Come to mention it, when she ever learn my name?
You played black. Who played white? I cast myself as a piece, contested with the common folk, and was restless without victory. Was Jia's disappearance the cause? I've surrendered now. You all needn't stay longer. Only Ling. There's a small present I've sent you that you haven't noticed yet. Once you witness it, come find me again. Your regard for her has nothing to do with this. I only fault the human realm for being so exceedingly dull.
Yeah, Mr. Tsundere brother. Yeah, so dull, right? So dull that you just want to hang out with everyone. In the secret scroll, you know?
Let's continue. What were you doing while we were stuck inside that strange place? I wanted to choose a handy staff. I didn't find one. Unfortunate. Hey, are you still going to go at it? You had so long to rest, and you couldn't cool your tempers one bit? Lumax, Master Shen, come now. Give them a piece of your minds. A change in the summits. This means what Mr. Liang briefed us about has come true. Sui Xiang has manifested. Higher priorities first. I'd better go up the mountain too.
Actually, doing Arknights cosplay one day would be fun. Since I already did Fate.
Then go ahead.
Yeah, maybe this year actually. For last Halloween, I was Proto Merlin. This year, I should be someone for Arknights.
Will you really not listen to what I have to say? Erg, what happened up there?
That was a loud boom.
Watch your heads. Ugh.
Stone comes rolling down. Zhang Qingyue brandishes his blade. If only 20 years ago, no, 10 years ago, he had the self-confidence to cleave apart these boulders as great as his head, not a speck of dust on him. But he is old now. Dad, watch out!
Yeah, my girl.
He is old, and his child has grown up. Even if he's old, he's built different. He's built different, narrator. And I'm not sure who I'd want to cosplay as. I gotta think. I gotta stare at all their outfits. No thoughts plague Zhang Qingyue. A rock strikes his daughter in the head as she moves to save him, and she falls off the cliffside. Yet without the slightest hesitation, he jumps down after her. Oh, poor Miss Dew.
Innkeeper. Shh. Hey now, hey! What are you doing? Why jump down along with her? Shenlo. Che. I'll look below. And you up there. Don't act without thinking, no matter what you see at the summit. I'll go with you. How? Yeah. Thank heavens, she's only unconscious. If I wasn't deflecting at the critical moment, you two would have long fallen to your deaths. Shangzong. Once again. Zhang Qingyue. Once again. Back then, you couldn't protect my son, protect Du Yaoye's father, protect that damned goblet. You should know the blame you carry. It's still not time for you to be. It's still not time for you to bemoan yourself. And you can forget having any right to. Your arm is hurt, and so was my leg. You and I are even. Let us continue before they get in the way again. One move will be enough. It's so tall. You really never sense it, walking ordinarily on the roads, how steep this peak truly is. People should not always walk on the given path. Your move just now counts as having saved my life. I saved the child. Yes, you saved the child too. So how am I going to duel you for life or death now? Why you... Come on then.
Deep in the forest, white snow still rests. The two face off. The two face each other in silence. The sound of a zither passes them by, its notes mournful.
Who is it?
Ling does not speak. She simply, quietly sits cross-legged, seated upon an ice-cold boulder. The wind blows aslant in the twilight, the sun about to set beneath. This pair of enemies faces each other anew. A zither's single pluck sounds, as if from the heavens. Even so, the girl is not holding one. Ooh, Ling is just asserting her dominance here. Did we make it out from that weird guy's grasp? Looks like we're still not out of the woods yet.
Getting blackmailed by myself really isn't a happy experience. Lord Zuo. Uncle Taihei. What happened? I met the offender. But if we truly take him at his word, then the three face their own self-shackles at this moment. You have misgivings. I just don't understand why the Grand Tutor would trust that offender. If they fail, we'll be confronting their reflection here in Shangshu, even if it's only a small fraction. The Sui regulator was planning to pressure Tianchi Bai into action with this. Yes, that's what my father hopes. The sky. The shadows are taking form. Is this Sui's reflection? The Ministry of Rights has Blue Thunder Court by Dingshan in Shangshu overseeing a team. This is only the Sui Xiang shadow. It won't make waves. What is it looking at?
Zuole suddenly senses that Sui Xiang is examining this land closely. Now longing, now grieving, now merciful. At least the dragon isn't just giggling again. Giggling menacingly. And once a breeze blows past, the massive shadow, in the blink of an eye, vanishes like smoke.
What? It disappeared?
From a farcical dream, it awoke, and so disappeared. How did you... Ling? You could do things like this all along? We were thinking of every way we could possibly save our own existential skins, and you could have just clapped your hands and broken that illusion up? Our lives are but a fantasy, like a dewdrop or lightning, leaving not a trace in the end. Scarcely known it was you. If you, I, or it, like the shadow and its shade, seem to yet turn out not. So, may the one who comes to nothing and is shattered not be it? You say that real lightly. It is but the lightest thing.
And that is why I'm your big sister, after all. The Sui regulator demands Nian and Dusk give an explanation. Additionally, the three of you cannot act in concert. You must leave Shangshu under the Sui regulator supervision. What? Can't we just have a family reunion at Rhodes Island instead? I still wanted to pull a couple more in.
Wait, are you serious?
If Rhodes Island intends to attract even more scrutiny. If you believe what I say, then maybe you ought to come and see for yourself.
That's, well, considering this whole...
I will provide assurance. Lin Qingyan.
Lazy.
Long haven't we met, Cruz? Is that a new operator by your side? I am the humble nothing. Well met, Miss Lazy. Right. I thought the Central Judicial Office was unwilling to interfere in the Sui regulator's affairs. As a disciple of Tianchi bureaus, I simply exhorted my master's good friend, Master Taihei, to allow all some leeway in this matter. No wonder Miss Ning always held her fire. You persuaded Tianchi Bai beforehand. But at what moment can the Tianchis take charge of this matter? Naturally, they can't. But at this juncture, the Sui regulator may not be allowed to throw down decisions either. What? The Grand Tutor has arrived in Shangshu. Sui regulator candleholder Zuole, Assistant Minister of Rights Ning Qiqiu, Department of Discipline and Supervision Deputy Monitor Censor Taihei, Shangshu Magistrate Liang Xun, and I myself must all return to the Liang estate before the hour of 2. We will await the Grand Tutor's orders. As you command. Nian, Dusk, Ling. The three of you to the Liang estate too, please. The Grand Tutor wants to see you for himself. Quite good. Some 30 years and more passed since I last met him. How much he could have changed from then to now. Alright, here we go again. Shh. Nian and Dusk seem so upset meeting up with the old man. You are awake.
Man, I would love getting an air conditioner.
A daydream. You and I know well, this was your strategy. That game of Weiqi. All in all, it was by a fluke we didn't lose. It was but the combined power of all present, facing a lone person over a game of Weiqi. No great brilliance to it in the end. Brilliance. Doing battle with them, what do brilliance and disgrace matter? Yeah, my girl.
You're still fighting? In this sorry state?
Yeah, you're hurt worse than we are. Don't be brave. Zhang Qingyue. Why did you stow your blade at the last moment? If you didn't, would a hurt little girl be able to hold you back? You want to run, I humiliate you, and you have your peace of mind. Is that it?
What about you?
I'm the same. Yeah, you've grown up. You've grown up.
The zither ceases. Ling's figure scatters into the air, like music about like music about the beams. This is no beautiful dream. A small present, he called it. Yo, I would study hard. Heck, I think of myself as being a pretty good student. Now she has a question she wants an answer to. I wonder, out of the old men, who is the strongest? Which of the old men is the strongest? Is it Mr. Boatman? And ooh, another round. When the game comes to an end, another is set to begin. If all the realms game is Wei Chi, when will the players ever find a moment of respite? What of Rose Island's plans after this? Huh? Did I ever introduce myself? What of your plans, even? I've been planning to get this all behind me. Go back and ask that aloof Mr. Liang to pay my bills well. Ooh, you got Caster Tamamo? Congratulations! Perhaps he was right. You and we are not solely together brought for this. Only... Lazy, how'd you... I happened to learn from fellow disciples about the Mount Huichi business, and immediately rushed for Shangshu. I might have been a little late, but not too late after all. That's good then. Miss Ling. I have a question. How do beings like you determine, who's older and younger? Establishing the pecking order. Within a sea of chaos, whoever first finds that answer first exists upon the human realm. What answers that? One to a question incredibly simple. Who am I? Man, Ceci and Kiana's gonna give me all the trouble. Kama came home today after I gave Kama some lunch money, but Kiana's like, no, Misaki, you must work harder for me if you really want me to pay you a visit. I'm like, Kiana, why you keep doing this to me, girl? Come on. Maybe someday. Mr. Taihei, Mr. Zuole, it's good to meet you. Miss Ning, good to meet you. Assistant Administrator Ning, my pleasure. 'Tis unbecoming of my etiquette that I could not offer you hospitality for your time in Shangshu. We came uninvited and troubled you greatly. We should be first to apologize. You came on your father's orders, handling the goblet and Mount Huichi incidents. In the Sui regulator's name, 'twas swift, fierce action. Your insight is as a beacon, Miss Ning. But Mr. Liang's actions, breaking past settled positions, were all the more admirable. Were it not for the Sui regulator's radicality, he might not have needed such drastic action. My conscience is clear. I imagine the Department of Discipline and Supervision will pursue their own amends once they learn of this. I've drawn in my report to the Emperor. It's open and fair, no bias allowed for. As you say, Mr. Taihei, garner loyalty and forsake righteousness. Indeed. But the Sui regulator has overstepped its ambit No matter the Grand Tutor's determining, I will report the reality to the High Minister.
As one should. No need.
Another old man makes his entrance. It's the old man who is finding his way here. Wait, how long was he just wandering around to get here? Since we went through like a big journey. Huh.
Zuole. Here. By your interference in those circumstances, how long would you need to suppress the situation? Should the three Sui Xiang roam the human realm to harm Shangshu? And should the bestial Sui have awakened and yawned ready a city to fight it, what would the price be?
The former would require 3 days' effort. The latter would be mutual loss, with the Farron Mutt dead, and 3/10 of an army gone.
Liang Shun, here. If I sentence you to death today to protect the Ministry of Rights and the Sui regulator, what would you do? Submit to the law as I ought. Then if by unexpected turns, your actions today led Shangshu City to be damaged and the common people harmed, what would you do? Should I have sought a way for survival, then better late than never. The game until now, was of equal occupation. The Lungman Knight you chose was an unusual, irrational move, yet he sees some hint from it. A suboptimal piece. Given so, how much more is within his reckoning, and how much that he hasn't accounted for will return to benefit him?
You perceive this matter finely, Grand Tutor.
Liang Shun, the one to take your place as magistrate, will arrive at Shangshu within a month. Prepare the transition and leave with me. I do not know what you mean, Grand Tutor.
Yo, is Liang Shun getting a promotion?
Follow me to the capital. My thanks, Grand Tutor. But
I, Ning, Kichu, congratulate Mr. Liang on his promotion.
I, Assistant Minister Ning. Yumen's route back to Yan is set. It docked with Lungman yesterday, to ready and resupply.
Was Human City avoiding catastrophe, or?
It had other purpose. Leave for Yumen ahead of time. When I and Liang Shun finish business in the capital, we will naturally proceed for it too.
Right. Understood.
Taihei. All is proceeding smoothly. Good.
Uncle Taihei? So you long since...
Garner loyalty and forsake righteousness. Blame me not, young man. We will withhold investigation into the Sui regulator's lapse here for now. At present, only determining whither the 181 black stones is key.
Understood. Grand Tutor, when will you leave Shangshu?
Tomorrow eve.
So very pressing. Need we not await the messenger's rank's escort?
Unnecessary.
Tianchi Bai will want to send you off.
Unnecessary still.
Shangshu's mountain ways are rugged. I fear it may be dangerous if you are alone.
What? As if wily criminals dare run amok within Shangshu's borders?
Also, the Grand Tutor's probably just built different, you know? The old men in this land are all just super powerful, like warriors, you know?
No, I simply mind your advanced years. Be careful on lone outings, please.
I like how we just like, you're an old man. I fear for you. But no, 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 Mr. Ziole. You gotta realize, you have to fear the old man. In places where there's like so many things like catastrophes and wars and stuff, if you're able to live till an old age, that must mean you're a true warrior. At least that's my assumption. Hello?
Within Great Yan's domain under heaven, I only fear if the common people go without peace and national trade is not sufficiently prosperous. What else should I fear? If anything else is worth my fear at all.
He has nothing to fear.
That's over with. Past the fire of danger. You certainly didn't feel the heat. But the danger weighed on us all. So it was your secret orders from the Sui regulator having me bring the cup from Lungmen back to Shangshu. But your status stood in the way, and so did a certain someone by your side, so you had to put a thief's cap on me and get the escorts to act their show. But you never coordinated the act with me, which I think shows you never wanted to put it on in the first place. You know I never liked acting. So, was this your own idea? Yes. But the candle holders were in Shangshu, and they wouldn't give up at the drop of a hat. You never even wanted to go down in Shangshu, let alone the Sui regulator usurping you for a while. Them and the Ministry of Rights tearing into each other. True. But if you had your way there, you'd be cast on injustice's side.
Wow! You got another Ling, Li, and Dusk and Nians? Wow!
And so, there was someone who probably loved nosing, and probably felt very sorry for you, and he sent a bounty hunter to come steal the cup. Since then, it's a weight off your hands. You know who that someone is. Maybe I do. But nobody foresaw Shang Zong would come soaring through the sky, out for a life. Things turned for the worse, and off everyone tumbled into Chujiang Peak. Chujiang Peak. And the field of forgotten water. Not very smart work from you. No, not smart at all. But for you, for Liang Shun, maybe was a little too smart at the same time. Which is why I entrusted you with it. Someone who could both tell me what I was thinking and would never betray his friends. Should I thank you for still considering me a friend? When all said and done, though, I wasn't out to find who that goblet's owner was. What were you looking for? You.
Oh, he was looking for him all this time. Aw. Aw.
You're still that same old you, filled with ambition as ever, aren't you? Me? You've gotten smarter, Liang Shun. But that's just fine. Carry on, you. I have a rough idea as to Huai Tianpei's whereabouts. You've had a rough idea for ages. You just didn't want me distracted. Are you upset at me for not telling you? I was more worried I need to keep assisting you. There's been a rumor going on about the world of your niece, Kung Fu, lately. Ah, the martial world's rumors. When there's Kung Fu involved, he could hardly be left out of things. Changshu's a fine place.
The plum blossoms bloom late this year, and I wondered why. So your private visit to the city it was. A rare, rare guest.
When did you master this place?
If wished you did to look into it deeply, I could be considered half of these mountains master true.
The point in question isn't the persons, it's in you and your collective. When the day comes, what side you stand on, what ways you see things, which ways your hearts feel, will all determine what is lost in the battle there and then.
Yan is a hard foe to defeat.
You do have the right to speak on behalf of Yan's army. You and that learned master held the North for 100 years apiece. It must be recognized. If not for that, the court would hardly remember you so fondly. The Sui regulator's deeds may sense to encroach, but no matter what, you are fondly cherished.
The years and months tower tall, joys parted with so reluctantly. To this day, in my deepest drunken depths, still my ears prick at horns, sounding battalions forth.
Nyan,
Uh-huh.
the court wants to make a deal with you.
Well, how about that? I thought I'd be getting my execution date.
The Chamber of Heaven's designs hasn't ceased once in a whole millennium. Countless troops and Tianchi lie buried in action in the north, yet evil rises as virtue does. The slaughter of wicked spirits is endless, and we've not been able to close the book on it. The finest of soldiers, the grandest of marshals, the wisest of Tianchi, all rush to man, the frigid north, year upon year upon year. The court wants you to erect 12 pagodas and 5 cities outside the Chamber of Heaven's designs, 3,000 mechanisms, millions of terracottas. You needn't do it immediately, nor will you be on your own. Yan has begun sorting it out, drafting blueprints, and assigning every great Tianchi to the case. I hope you will lend a hand. It will allow someone to make a return from the tower at least.
Who?
One who would never fall, but absolutely must never fall.
You're kidding. I've heard some of the rumors from Lazy. Her founder was a super annoying guy, even if she never met him.
Humph, a special case of a long life warped by dependence on originium.
Such humankind really doesn't agree with me. Isn't this just because he gave you all that hassle?
Shh.
I remember him. Is he still well?
He is. He's been stationed at the north for over 370 years now. If he can return home, the court would be willing to let him rest at ease, allow him a peaceful retirement. But the man always says he'd hate to be idle.
Sounds like some major engineering work. What do I get out of it then?
The court will help you with what you want to do. The wild bestial of bloodshot eyes can't be caged forever.
Huh? It all sounds like a win-win for you. We young people sure love to haggle.
That's all on that. Think about it.
I have a matter I'd like to ask of you in return. In turn.
Please go on.
As of now, is he...
His actions surpassed all Fernand Mutologist's predictions, turning his own flesh into 181 black stones, scattering them in the human realm. He wants to set up a game across the entire land.
Why?
In his endgame days, he'll surely appear again. You'd best ask him yourself then.
It's a game we must win.
We cannot lose.
Did you hear that, you two?
Would he lose to this grand tutor playing playing on 19 by 19?
Of course he wouldn't.
Then how did the Grand Tutor beat him?
The Grand Tutor did not go play with him. Yet the Grand Tutor did not play Go with him.
Why?
Black and white, in their millions upon 19 by 19. It has its intrigue, true, but the Grand Tutor speaks that absorbed within a board of pieces, he cannot see man.
Man?
Thus, the Grand Tutor played a different game with him, with Jan's domain as the board, with the lands every commoner as the pieces.
Who won?
The Grand Tutor at the time, thus he was willingly bound in captivity by Jan, and with every loss, he would stay prisoner 60 years.
Heh.
If Jan always had a genius to beat him, he'd never get a foot out the capital his whole life, huh? Who can profess to know? He's very poor at the chesses, truth be told. Very slow to learn them too. Centuries ago, in one cycle of 60 years, he lost hundreds upon thousands of games. The following cycle, he lost some less, and after one more, no more than 100 games, give or take. And so forth, until a point when no one was left who could beat him. Thus, on that cycle, he left the capital, and so that incident transpired. That was when our third says, we could all sense that this was no pleasant matter. So the Grand Tutor had to kick his ass before he dragged his own tail back to the capital, ready to be punished. Perhaps it was a good, long while since last he lost in one fell swoop. Or it may be that his sights were not set on Jan alone anymore.
So, you're Ning Kichiu.
And you, the bounty hunter of enough bravery to plunder a Tianchi Bureau procession. Oh, okay, so Miss Ning did hire her.
I didn't know they were good guys yet. Where's that old man anyway? The bi guy.
I will take you to meet him. I think, in this turn of events, thanks are due for you.
It's alright. But I still don't get the full picture. Wasn't it just a goblet? If you knew it was, couldn't you go sneak it off yourself and be done with it?
He would not want to hand it to me, so I could hardly take it.
So you got me to help? Why?
Why, I wonder. I simply did not want him drawn into so many vexing matters without the slightest self-awareness.
So this bounty hunter really was yours, Assistant Minister Ning. Hey.
You need not raise your hackles. They are not enemies, only...
It was a Sui regulator who hastened it in its conduct. We won't question her deeply, as long as she entered Yan's borders through legitimate means, of course.
Of course. Go and meet with Tianchi Bai, Black Knight. He awaits you at the agreed location.
Alright, you take care. You'd seen through both the Sui regulator and Mr. Liang's schemes.
Not too long ago. But you seem not to have seen through Mr. Liang's plans to mediate from within.
He may simply have been apprehensive about betraying you, Miss Ning. Regardless, the Sui regulator overstepped their bounds in this. We will later address the matter ourselves within the Ministry of Rights.
It is no matter. 'Tis all to plan further for Jan. 'Tis cold outside. May you all rest soon. I will go see young Black Knight. 'Tis her first time in Yan, and I cannot rest easy.
Farewell, Miss Ning.
Be safe.
Lord Zuo, I can only hope this pair in love aren't shaken by big things to come. You're young, Lord Zuo. To say such things invites ideas of feigned maturity. As a candle holder, I've none of my own ties of the sort. If I may boldly mention, when you previously passed through that village and dealt with bandits, you did have. I trust that girl was only repaying the favor. How can you muddle this with affairs between the sexes?
Oh? Oh? Zuolei's ex?
It was a life saved. If the intent was impure, that would only further serve doubts of advantage being taken. You presume wrong, Uncle Taihei. It is as you say, young man.
Not heading back to Lungmen, Mr. Lee?
No, there's still someone I need to find.
Come with. I'm stopping by the branch office with the funny man anyhow. And then I've got to get back to the Rhodes Island landship.
It seems we'll be tagging along, but I'd rather not be a nuisance to Rhodes Island again.
No need to stand on honor.
Trust me, it's personal matters. That codename Nothing operator got drawn into all this mess, and his leg hurt for nothing. And he's still in the hospital now. Don't want to give you all any more grief than that.
Good, Mr. Nothing went to the hospital for breaking his leg. Like, oh no, my leg's stuck under a rock. Whatever should I do? Breaks leg. That's good then. Cruz. Oh, fancy that. Mulberry. If you're in Changshu already, I'm guessing Lava got to the branch office a while ago, then? Yeah. And Lava wanted me to tell you too. It's best you head there quickly. It seems like something else happened. Ahaha. This trip to Yan surely never takes a breather.
It happens.
It used to just be around Lungmen and stuff. Alright. Man, accents are too difficult. I've been wanting to ask. You said Mr. Liang and Wei Yanwu are real alike. But alike how?
Did I say that?
You did. After we met him, I was even thinking, wait, they're completely different.
Well, after all, both are sweethearts, have them by the ears.
Both are sweethearts? Wait, both are sweethearts?
You're back.
Yo, the voice in the cup, is it brother? 181 black stones. You'll beat Sui to losing your sanity.
Well, you've already spent all these years in here, in your drunken stupor. No, the years and months mean nothing to you.
That forest of the Xing Yu Escort Association was a move planned out by you.
Not totally.
They should be clean of responsibility for me. Why swallow them into all this?
Just as a reminder.
A reminder to me?
Here you dream of all under heaven, though you know how the universe dwarfs all. The grass in spring still tugs at your heart. From Jiangnam up to Saibei, then back to the summit atop the clouds. You've changed a lot. It disturbs me, little sister, so I warn you. Warn you that the feelings of man are not so pure as those moralists would have you believe.
Sat on equally pitted sides, the brother is in strife, Love and disgust, and passion and resentment, all taken as pieces to the game. You don't fear them now. Of course you don't. But sooner or later you will. Nian will, Dusk will. They become too much like people, so they will come to fear those things. That is all this little warning is.
Are you angered?
The cup should only hold wine. Wine should not be so wordy. In that instant, all things halt. Shangshu's 3 mounts and 17 peaks now have one more peak, and countless more trees, with countless more branches, with countless more leaves. Wind blows, but the leaves are still. Shangshu once had a catastrophe. The devastating storm, loose with sparks, shattered originium crystals descending like fiery rain.
Shangshu once had a catastrophe. Someone offered wine to the heavens, and the black clouds parted, and the people were safe, and yet now, you're going to fling this goblet to the black clouds.
A black goblet, a black peace. In the face of the most terrifying disaster of all the land, all trace is instantly annihilated.
Are you feeling wrathful, compassionate, envious? Carve these emotions into you. Things are soon to come.
Things soon to come. Certainly. I cannot stay uninvolved. Isn't that right? Phew. For now, I shall go purchase wine. I like her priorities. She has the best priorities.
I'll be leaving Shangshu. I won't stop you. If 2 people want to kill each other, the feelings aren't too hard to understand. But if 2 people want to be killed by the other, then we should save the effort. We'd just be wallowing. I'm planning to retire now. Du Yaoye still isn't ready for it. And doesn't the girl seem just a little like she wants her own business? If so, I'll shutter things. Don't you agree? I'm not one of the escorts. Good. Zheng Qingyue, our business is only postponed for a while. We're not shaking hands and making up here. Association Customs says you don't talk grudges when you're at the bar. I'll be in Shangshu anyhow, for that matter.
I feel like these 2 are frenemies.
One last thing. I hear.
Dad, Master Shang.
What are you charging in here about?
I've decided. Me and the guys all talked it through. We're going to Yumen. Well, looks like Miss Du's gonna have fun. And to celebrate doing the thingy, I wanna... Let's see. I have a thingy. I bought it. Here you go. You wanna see it? I got this ticket specifically. I was summoned to celebrate. I got this one. Who will I get? Mudrock? Eunectus? Or Kyobi? Who will it be? Who will it be? Let us see. Boop. Also, I gotta open my friend's package and then send her a picture to say that I got it and hopefully everything's all good. I'm gonna tell her, hey girl, thanks for the stuff. Hey there, Ambriel. Man, I want a piece of Pocky. Man, if I get another Mudrock, that'd be kind of funny.
今日からは正式所属になるらしいよ。ふん、あんたがドクターか。じゃ、これからは仲良くなれるといいね、先生。
Hey there, Ren.
コードネームメテオリーテ。フリーの傭兵よ。見ての通りのサルカスだけど、それでもこの私を雇いたいの？
Hey there, Meteorite. I already have. I got Mudrock twice so far. If I get her a third time, you know, that just means she loves me. And I will accept her love.
コードネームはアレン。今日からは正式所属になるらしいよ。ふん、あんたがドクターか。じゃ、これからは仲良くなれるといいね、先生。
Hey there, Ren.
どうしたの？顔をそんなに赤くして。これは初めましての挨拶。特別な意味なんてないわ。では改めまして、カジミエーシュの騎士グラベルよ。よろしくね。
Hey there, Gravel.
プリムと申します。以前はラテラーの護衛隊に所属しておりました。あなたの矛となり翼となり、命をお守りするために戦う所存です。
Hey there, Plume. And ooh, congratulations for getting a bonus.
フロストリーフ、傭兵をやっていたが、今はお前に命を預ける。命令とあらば何でも従おう。
Hey there, Frostleaf.
すみません、ドクターの執務室はこちらでよろしかったでしょうか？ドクターはいらっしゃいま。え？あなたがドクター？私はビグナ。よろしくね。
Hey there, Vigna.
重装オペレーターリスカム着任します。これまでは要人警護、拠点攻撃、人質救出、危険排除などの特殊作戦に何度も参加してきました。今回の派遣任務の間はあなたの身辺警護を担当させていただきます。
Hey there, Liscarm. Now who'll it be?
なんか優しそうな人だね。ドクターって言うんだっけ？
Ooh.
ケオベ。言いにくかったらケイちゃんでいいよ。これからお世話になるからよろしくね。
Cool, I got her. I got her, I got Kay. And now I gotta offer her some sweets. You know, I accept this. More mouths to feed though. Oh gosh, I gotta get so much LMD to feed everyone. But you know, I accept this. I accept it. I gotta get her nice sweets. Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is a happy win. Yeah, this is a good summon for me. Head pat for her. Heh. Heh heh heh. I feel satisfied. Yep, I did feel satisfied. Now I gotta be good and get my package. I'm just hoping, since my mom texted me that someone delivered it, that she brought it in the house. If not, if it's been left outside all this time, I feel some fear. I feel just the tiniest tinge of fear if someone took my package, you know? You know how it be sometimes? But yeah, I'll be good. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. An epic gacha luck. I gotta go check on my package. I gotta make sure it's safe and then tell my friend how it is. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. I am hoping that the package is there and safe. If not, uh-oh. Big uh-oh. I don't know how I'd explain it. I'd be like, hey friend, so I was playing games and the package outside. I didn't grab it like I should have. Yeah, sorry. Oof, that'd be the saddest explanation.